Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stitches and Scribbles tutorial. My name is Erin and today we're going to be going over two really simple ways to make beaded earrings, perfect for craft fairs or just for yourself. The first method we're going to do involves beads that have a little loop at the top like these ones do. So this can be little beaded charms that have a jump ring at the top or ones like this that are solid. In order to make these, you're going to need two identical charms, two earring hooks, and a pair of needle nose pliers. Now, if your charm has a jump ring at the top, or you can open the charm itself, go ahead and start by prying open that loop. Mine does not have that, so I'm going to start instead by opening up my earring hook because there's a little bit of a gap right there. So all I'm doing is really gently grabbing that loop and twisting to pry it open. Then I'm going to slide my charm onto the earring hook, making sure that the charm faces forward on the earring, grabbing that loop again and gently pushing it closed. You want to make sure to go really slowly so that you don't break the earring wire by accident. And that's how we do it. Let's do one more. So again, gently grab it and twist to push it open. Slide your charm onto the loop. I need to open my loop a little bit more. Slide that charm on and gently close it. And there you have a really simple pair of earrings. I got these charms off of Amazon. I think it was $5 for about 100 of them, so pretty good deal. I also got these earring hooks off of Amazon, although I know that the link that I used isn't there anymore. So you can find really similar ones at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, any craft supply stores. I did find that they were a little bit cheaper to order them online because you got more for the same price. But easy to make with stuff from your local big craft store as well. Now for the second method, we're going to talk about what to do if you're using beads for your earring instead of a charm. So for beads, you're going to need two eye pins, or sorry, not eye pins, head pins. A head pin has an end on it that kind of looks like the end of a nail, like a little round flat piece to keep the bead from sliding off. An eye pin has a loop at the bottom. We're going to use head pins today. You also need two earring wires again, and your beads that you're planning on using. You can use more than one bead on each head pin if you prefer. I'm just using one today because I have these cute little bumblebee pins. The other thing you're going to need in addition to your needle nose pliers is either wire cutters or a loop creator, loop pliers. I forget what these are called, but they make the little loop for you. I'll show you both methods of doing it since I have two earrings here. You're going to start by sliding your bead onto that head pin. Now if you don't have the loop pliers, you're going to take your wire cutters and cut a little bit above where your bead is. I leave I think that's a ½ inch. And then gently press to cut your wire off. Then you're going to take your needle nose pliers and kind of curl the wire around your pliers, almost like what you would do if you were curling a piece of hair using a curling iron to make your loop like that. Then you can open your loop again just a little bit, slide your earring hook on, and close up that loop to secure your bead in place. One thing you want to make sure before you put your bead on your head pin is making sure that the head pin will actually be bigger than your bead hole, otherwise the bead will slide off. If you're using bigger beads, you can fix this by putting a really tiny bead on the end so that your main design bead doesn't slide off. Now I'll show you what to do if you have the loop pliers. So just like before, you're going to slide your bead onto the head pin. If you're using beads like this that have a clear top and a bottom, make sure that you put it on the same way that you did your first one. Then you're going to take the loop pliers And there's a little tiny hole in there that you slide your pin through, and then you should be able to just gently close it. It'll cut the head pin for you and make the loop. Then, just like we did with the other method, you're going to open it just a tiny bit, put your earring wire on. Sometimes these little tiny things can be a little bit fiddly. And then close up your loop as soon as I can grab it correctly. Twist that loop back closed. And that's it. So 2 easy methods for making earrings. I usually price my earrings at $10. When I do craft fairs, I realize that that seems like a little bit of a steep price for something that only took me about 2 minutes to do. But I have found that people will pay $10 for a pair of earrings. And for me, this is one of my most popular items. So it kind of guarantees that I am covered for whatever the price was to be at the craft fair. They usually, a lot of places have you pay to set up a table. So by raising the price of the earrings a little bit, it always covers table cost, as well as, you know, making sure I'm paid for the number of hours that I'm at the craft fair. Sometimes it's a little harder to find the exact beads I want, so the time I spend looking for them online or looking for them in stores, stuff like that. So I keep the price at $10, even though that seems a little bit high. That also then covers me if I have earrings that take longer to make, use more beads, stuff like that, so that I can keep the price even for all the earrings. One thing I've noticed is that for items that people view as similar, they a lot of times don't understand why they're priced differently. So if I priced these at $5 but then had more elaborate earrings that I priced at $10, a lot of people get confused because they think all earrings should be the same price because they're all earrings. So keeping the price of these a little higher just kind of works in your benefit. And $10 is still cheaper than a lot of earrings would be in stores, so it works out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to follow me on other social media, you can check out the information in the description box below. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want more crafty content and tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.